have been listening to Jamie Harrison, who will hopefully be on when Stephanie gets back.
Yes, they said that they rescheduled for when he comes back.
Good. Because he's been using the F word as in fascism lately.
Yes.
And I've been hearing it out of other Democrats as well. It's becoming a talking point, which is good, because they should be using that word, because that is what we are up against at the moment. The 22 election is hopefully going to stop that. And that's my concern, is people aren't going to get out and vote. And I know that some of the laws, it doesn't even matter if some people vote, like in Georgia and Texas and Arizona. But I think if we overwhelm them, then their legislatures won't try to overturn those elections in Fulton County and other places. I hope so, because if it's enough where it's not 1 or 2% difference in the voting, where if it's 10 points, 20 points, that they're like, we can't, because that will cause violence. I would imagine I would be angry if I lived in Georgia and my vote were thrown out in Fulton County. Because the legislature says, we don't like those votes.
I think that's too late for us to be worried about this. I really do. I think that the reality here is both of these women, these black women who have been prosecuted and for voting or registering to vote.
Yeah.
That wasn't this year or last year.
Right.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
That isn't about Trump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that isn't even about, I don't even know if it's even broadly about scaring the black community. I think they would have been perfectly happy for these things to not make the news.
Yes.
I think that this is how black people are. It's illegal to be black in this country.
You are correct.
That is the reality. It is illegal to be black. That literally, when the person who's supposed to know, the parole officer, when you're holding the parolee responsible for the probation or parole officer's information.
Right.
And then when that information is wrong, you're saying that they were tricked, like we're witches.
Right.
Like, black people have the ability to bewitch white people into saying things that are wrong. And that's the reality, that there's always an attack on black people. The reality is right now, we need to be mad right now. And the way we protect 2022 is we hold people accountable who are still trying to mess with our democracy right now. We hold the insurrectionists and the people who told them to insurrect responsible. You put them in jail. There is no reason a year plus later, I am sitting here and going, why isn't Trump or any of these, why aren't they being held accountable? We haven't even held Bannon and everybody else accountable for not going through on not coming in on their subpoenas.
Right.
It's like, stop putting it in our hands. It is their hands. You have to hold these people accountable. These people need to be in jail. They are seditious, treasonous traitors who are actively in our faces mounting a rebellion against our Constitution. We overwhelmed the vote. More people voted in the 2020 election than have ever voted before.
I know.
We can't get, and I'm all, yes, we need to all vote. We need to get those people, the 40-some% that don't, we need to get that part of the country voting. But does it, like you said, Jodie, if the legislatures are doing what they're doing right now.
Yeah, they are.
And we need to hold those people, all these fake electors, why aren't they in jail? I know. This is the thing we need to be demanding right now.